well, this is it for this season. And people go, you're missing an episode. We're doing a double feature.
Technically a triple feature since the next one's a double.
Well, it's double length, but it's still a single episode.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we saw episode 11 at RTX. So we didn't want to do like a, we've already seen this and here's a standalone. Nope, we're going to double feature it. We're going to call it a day and yes.
I think because we're covering it over the course of like, because our recording schedule for AfterBuzz, in terms of the way we're recording it, like we're going to be talking about this for a little while. But you saying it just now is the first time it's hit me that we're about to watch the season finale. And it just, all of a sudden, I'm like, oh.
It's like Red versus Blue ended. Camp ended. And then we've got like, Nomad starts.
August 17th. Yeah.
Thank God.
Thank goodness.
I love that show.
I do too.
Oh, I've missed that show and it's gonna hurt me.
It really is. But I was just saying that, like, in my mind just now, we were just watching 2 episodes.
I mean, we did just film that like 2 hours ago.
I know.
We watched 4 episodes a day. We're finishing the season.
Exactly. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, we're just watching 4 episodes. And so it didn't occur to me until just now that, like, oh no, this is it for Camp for a little while.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I mean, depending on, no one's talked about a season 3 yet, so I hope.
This is season 3.
Season 4. Sorry, I don't know what numbers are anymore.
Business. Numbers. Anyway, I'm sure there will be another season.
Okay.
Having not seen the finale, I will be very surprised if there's not another season because all of them love this show and it's doing gangbusters.
I hope so. I hope so, I mean, I hope we get another season because that would be great.
Well, in the meantime, before we get this party started, as always, this channel is sponsored by Fred's BS because he does incredible food and you should totally get some. It's so good. Yeah, no, I wasn't kidding about it. I brought those cookies to RTX and we were still eating them a week later and they were wonderful still. Like, holy cow, guys. Get yourself some brown sugar buddies. Cookies.
Brown sugar buddies.
Get some cookies.
And some jam. Cookies for you, brownies for me, jam for your jam buds.
Katie, do you pre-write your life reads beforehand? No. No.
I feel like if nobody knew that ahead of time,
they know it now.
For sure.
So yes, all the usual wonderful stuff. All of the ingredients are fresh, never frozen. Everything is made in small batches, so it's essentially made to order. Flavors are not found in stores. You will not find brown sugar buddies in stores. They are so goddamn good, but you have to order them on the website. And if you are LA local, you don't have to wait for delivery. You can just pick your stuff up. So you can be like, I need this on a day. And you're like, okay. And then you could show up on the day and you'll get it. And it'll be great. Seriously, pickup is so damn convenient. But yeah, get things. He does a brownie blondie combination. And right now the brownies have cherries in them because they're a summer exclusive. But it's just... So yeah, do a thing. Take 20% off of your entire order with coupon code Kia Cookies. This is a shambling mess, but cookies are amazing and you should get some and they're wonderful, you guys. And I wish I had some right now and I don't, so I need to fix that.
I was going to say, the more we talk about how good they were at RTX, the more I'm like, oh man, why don't I have any right now? I want them now. Fred!
But that's okay, we can place an order and then we can pick them up.
We can.
We should do that. We should. So yeah, get you some good things because you deserve nice things and you deserve to treat yourself. So fredsbs.com, coupon code Kia Cookies, do the thing, obtain the stuff. It's so good, you guys.
Okay. Cookies for you, brownies for me, jam for you, jam buds.
All of those things.
All of those things.
Every single one.
Yes.
So yeah, let's do this. Again, we've seen the first one. We have not seen the finale because it dropped yesterday and we spent yesterday watching Voltron.
It was very important, guys.
Physically, mentally, and emotionally compromised. I was a wreck by the time we hit the end. It was amazing.
So important.
So, alright, Season 3, Episode 11, City Survival.
This is a fun one.
Oh, this is a fun one. And it's still thinking about its life decisions. Click.
Okay, campers, we're
I was gonna
approaching the
say,
big
that's
city.
not a
According to
metaphor.
a study I read in terrifiedmothers.org, you are 20 times more likely to die in the city than anywhere else. So,
Terrifiedmothers.org.
listen very carefully to everything I say, and you'll narrowly avoid
God
getting stabbed,
fucking damn it.
kidnapped, or worse.
No, don't mistake this for some fun field trip situation. We're just here because David and I have to meet with some corporate schmoes and couldn't just leave you alone with Quartermaster because
He's
it's
quartermaster.
Nobody wants that. First things first, try to breathe as little as possible as the air around these forsaken parts is polluted and poisonous.
Oh, sweetie.
Oh, Space Kid. She springs a jar of dirt.
Ah, can you smell that? The sweet, sweet scent of smoke and hot garbage.
I smell burnt cat meat.
My friends, this whole summer has been leading up to this exact moment. Now you guys will finally see why camp is no place to
You
spend your
beautiful,
summer.
crazy person.
Holy crap, the signal here is amazing.
Aw.
I've never seen a fifth
You see, just wow.
Nothing. I'm gonna show you everything this place has to offer till you completely forget the shithole we came from.
Camp course.
All right, kids, from now on, don't touch anything, don't talk to anyone, and never make eye contact. Here's everything I have. Please don't hurt me.
My mark, we sneak out and blend in the crowd like we own the place. Is that gonna be a problem?
This, please. I was the kid who inspired the prototype to this thing.
Oh, honey.
Those poor souls at Camp Court, locked away in their cold concrete prison, never experiencing the joys of the outdoors. I hope they won't be too jealous meeting us.
Ew, is that homeless twink staring at me?
Come on. meeting
That got
with the team, and
such a
I'm
huge
nervous
laugh
before.
in the panel.
Does everyone have their buddy?
David? All my buddies are gone.
Oh.
This isn't the same kid. Where's his buddy, Smacks, Neil, and
Yep. I go to the meeting, you split up and look for the brats.
Yep.
This is exactly
No
how
kids.
I imagine my 20s going.
Oh,
I'll be at the
sweetie.
lookout. Follow my lead, kids. We're lucky to have these
Happy hour, 4 to 9. Oh, that's PM. For a second, I thought it was 4 to 9 AM.
Oh.
It might be.
This place I know that's tucked away.
A place where you and I can stay, where we can go to laugh and play and have adventures every day. You know, Max sticking his head out the window and like breathing in the city air. That's how I feel when I leave Los Angeles and go
Yeah.
on vacation.
Little bit.
Like last year, I went to Lake Arrowhead twice, and literally I stepped out of the car and went.
See, I did that when I went to Keystone, but that's because it's 9,000 feet above sea level. So
Well,
you
so
kind of
it's-
have to do that.
I don't know what elevation Lake Arrowhead is at, but it's in the mountains where
Yeah.
we're basically at sea level here. So any
Yeah.
sort of difference is definitely noticeable.
Whereas Denver's 5,000,
So now that we're
the Springs is 7, and Keystone is 9, which
I
is
heard the Natural
nuts.
History Museum has a new exhibition called Clouds, the Silent Killer.
Pass and pass. We're starting here. This is where the best food in the world comes from.
Jesus
The
Mariachi.
greasy truck.
Food! See you in 3 hours.
Suckers. Everyone knows you picked the truck that has the shortest line.
Welcome to food trucks.
Sweet! Free samples.
No.
Shit. Watch how a pro does it.
So, where's your main course? We're a tapas food truck. You just ate 30 main courses. That'll be $200.
Ooh, what are you serving?
Confusion.
Pacific Pakistani Mexi donut fusion. You sure you can handle this?
Please, our typical lunch is rejected prison food. My stomach is clinically dead. So do you take Neil bucks?
Sorry, kid. We only take millbucks. It's all the rage in the cryptocurrency world. She's gonna be rich.
God damn it!
This is fine. The longer the line, the better the food.
Hey, you guys made it. Saved your spot for you. Now you don't have to wait all the way in the back of the line like some losers.
Yeah, thanks. The triplets are with us too. Come on, kids.
I mean, legit,
Does
but
this have sauerkraut?
Oh yeah, we fused some German in there. Show there's no hard feelings.
Last two.
I forgot about that bit.
Like dreams left for today.
Here we go.
Shrug convention. Find the silver ball and get an authentic Dolex watch.
What an amateur. He doesn't even have a ball.
Harrison!
David, look! Bogdan is handing out flyers with a picture of me.
Let's go this way.
Hello, sir. Would you like to help save the kids?
I'm trying!
She looks a lot like one of those former counselors.
Yeah, she does.
I think that might just be the hair, but I'm not sure.
Oh, she really does.
Kids get in free to the museum today. There's hot air balloon rides in the park, all kinds of fun activities for all ages.
Oh, thank
Hey,
you.
Mac, wanna buy a sundial?
About yay high, real nerdy.
If I were to stop somewhere, I'd go downtown. That's where I got lost as a kid. Good luck. Never did find my parents.
It's just like the saddest one sentence backstory.
Okay, that was a beginner's mistake. Never go for the obvious touristy stuff. The real
Oh, and this-
path.
They just found a needle.
An
This
EpiPen,
place
yeah.
smells like Quartermaster's cabin and wet trash.
It's an acquired taste.
Ooh, what's over there?
Of course. Perfect. All great cities have some
I just,
stupid big
why are they
budget
shooting a
movie
porno in
filming.
public?
We have to check it out.
That I don't understand.
Hey there. I've got a delivery for Anita Johnson.
Wow. A square pizza.
What a terrible
Cut.
one.
Brilliant, Stacy. The subtlety of your performance truly emphasizes the emotional tension of the scene. Let's try it again. This time I'm thinking more cleavage.
Max?
She just,
What kind of movie is this?
Hey, what are you filming here? Crime drama? Horror comedy? Some sort of stupid YouTube prank?
Pizza sluts too. Meat lovers.
Oh my god.
The tension is killing me. Is he gonna deliver the pizza or not? Max, let's get out of here.
Okay, it's fine. That guy over there doesn't have vomit stains all over his shirt. Let's ask him where to go. Hey man, what's cool around this area?
Well, I'm a pretty upper-class, underworked, and overpaid salesman. So when I need to cut loose, I always love going to Needle Alley.
What?
Oh, yeah.
He's saying
It's
this
off the
to a
beaten
bunch
path,
of 10-year-olds.
away from family and acquaintances, and the homeless people will let you do anything to them for the right price.
There you are. Are we doing this illegal drug deal or what?
I love him.
People are getting rowdy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who are you three? I'm not working with kids again.
I love the little sting.
In a town. Don't forget about the free candy I promised you.
God, that was the
Are you in this
Davy
horrible alley?
voice.
Scream once if you're being murdered.
All right, hand it over.
Oh my gosh.
I beat it, pal. I'll cut you a new one.
New what?
Whoa. Full-size candy bar.
Do people still say on fleek? Nah.
You gotta see this.
Oh, are all these kids with you? Oh, man. It's hard out there for a single parent, isn't it? Oh, here, please. You need this more than I do. This city is dangerous. But be careful, it's incredibly sharp. Mugged a lot of people with this knife. And now you will too.
Oh, my fingerprints are on this now.
David got the sword of truth. Bonus dexterity by 63 points.
60.
Always listen to your dad, kid.
Thanks, dude.
This street locks?
Okay, the
What
streets
did
might
that
have
say?
been a
I
little
don't
too
know.
intense for you newbies to
I'm still just kind of
appreciate.
bonus
This is where
dexterity
it
by
should
63
Up here, you can see
points.
everything the
What
city
level
has
is your
to offer.
character?
Just check out that sweet skyline.
It doesn't look that great. Is that the drug dealer we saw before?
Well, it's a revolver restaurant. In a minute, you'll see.
I've got all the view I need right here. See you in 3 hours.
I just love to see you in 3 hours.
Hey, they're shooting a movie down there.
Can you see Max, Nikki, or Neil?
Whoa, a square pizza.
This one has some of the best, like, timed jokes.
Square pizza.
Nice up here.
It's horrible up here. Can't this thing move any faster?
Well, the engines of a structure like this have to run on less than 1 horsepower, or else you risk the thin steel platform disconnecting from the...
How often do people thank you for useless information, Neil?
Aw.
What's that?
I was
Never.
interested. I was
Fucking
interested.
find 'em. Any moment now. Any... God! Hey! Down in front, asshole! Max!
We gotta go!
You know, kids, this experience has taught me a lot. No matter what happens, everything always turns out well in the end. Always trust strangers, say yes to walking in unmarked vans, and never fear knife-wielding muggers.
I can't wait to tell my parents.
This park is totally cool, Max.
Your parents don't want to hear it, sweetie. They still think you're possessed.
Yeah, I told you the city's cool. I totally saved the best part for last.
The architecture here is impressive, and there are hardly any people around to disturb me with their existence.
Yes, yes. This is the nicest thing we did today by far.
This place kind of reminds me of Camp Campbell.
Shit.
But I kind of miss camp. Our Shakespeare in the Park productions are superior by far.
Yeah, I'm ready to head back too.
Yeah, fuck it. Me too. Let's head back to the camp.
No.
Where I own the place.
How did the meeting go?
Well, we don't need to worry about budgets anymore
Oh, that's great.
because we've sold the camp.
What?
Oh.
What a miss.
Yeah, just ending it with that, and we all kind of went at the panel. Like, wait a minute. What?
Save the kids, girl. That was... again, we've already seen this one, but this was so great.
It really was.
Some of the best time jokes all season. Fish out of water stories are always fun too. It's great.
I'm just trying so hard to be like, the city, the city, the city. The best part of the city is the part that reminds us of camp.
Well, and the two best things upon rewatching this episode are Lietti's story about teaching kids that they told at the panel, and then also Miles' story about, you know, being mugged and how those things sort of incorporated themselves into the script. So those were fun.
It was
Check out the
beautiful and
Camp Camp
ridiculous.
panel online if you can find it.
Yeah. I think they've put all their... I
think
put their stuff
everything's
online.
up online, but
Probably.
yeah, I don't know off
Anyway.
the top of my head.
This
You
is
should definitely check it out if it's there legally, though.
this is it, you guys. Camp Core.
I don't know. I don't
Season
know.
finale.
I don't know. Am I ready? Am I ready? I don't know.
Is anyone ever truly ready? No, we're not. No, we're not.
I'm gonna need a bigger pillow.
Alrighty, here we go.
All right.
Like, that looks bad.
Yep. Are we doing a time jump?
I don't know, but it looks bad. Under new management. Under new management.
Oh.
Honey. Oh, wow. We did.
Please, I need everyone to calm down and ask your questions one at a time.
I thought the fundraiser was a success. If we need money, why not just have the quartermaster beat you guys up again?
If bludgeoning the counselors was a reliable source of income, I would gladly lend my assistance. Alas, we do not live in a perfect world.
It's not like that at all, kids. Camp Corp has the money and the resources to make sure you all still get the camping experience you signed up for.
Fuck off! Don't try and put your positive spin on this, David. Camp Corp? That is some soulless big business bullshit if I've ever heard it.
Yeah, you're just handing us over to the man, whoever he is.
And these are our campers. Everyone, please say hello to Mr. and Mrs. Campwell.
Hello there, children. It's an absolute pleasure.
You having a heavyweights moment?
Bob?
Oh, goodness, no, my little astronauts. We may have founded Camp Corp, but you all will be cared for by our incredible team of counselors across the country.
You'll finally be with other campers just like you at our various summer camps.
We will.
That doesn't sound so
Very
bad.
much feels like a heavyweights moment.
To run lines with.
Or enough players for a raid party.
Or
Yeah,
just
girl.
to finally be among those who are pure artists.
Everything that kid
Oh,
says.
Max.
Are they fired? That'd be hilarious.
Oh, heavens no. Gwyn's talents will be put to good use in our city headquarters, and David will be working as Camp Corp's camp counselor, right here at Camp Campbell.
That's right. Camp Corp is about being family-friendly, cooperative, and never turning away a child who wants to go to camp. David is the perfect embodiment of those values.
Oh,
Plus,
that's
he
really
loves
sweet.
singing camp songs.
How is this gonna go wrong?
That mean we all have to split up?
Hi, Max. It's been a few days. Have you made your decision yet?
Which camp do you want to go to?
I'm still thinking.
Come on, Max. I know it's been hard, especially since Neil and Nikki.
God damn! Don't you have counselor counseling to prep for or something? Just leave me alone.
Oh. No.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I don't know if I want to go to science camp.
Yeah, what fun is adventuring without you guys?
Max, what do we do?
Max?
Huh? Are you guys still freaking out about this? What's your problem?
Our problem?
I don't want to say goodbye yet. You guys are my friends. We're like a wolf pack.
Or team of scientists peer reviewing a new study.
Or a wolf pack.
Jesus, guys, grow up. Did you think summer was gonna last forever? It was always gonna end this way. Camp comes to a close, you get sent home, you move on with your lives. Look, we had a good run, but we were temporary friends at best.
Oh, really? That's all we are to you?
I mean, look, Neil.
No, you're right. Why would someone like you ever need a friend? You were fine on your own before we showed up. You'll be fine once we're gone.
Mickey, come on, you get it, right?
Bye, Max.
Whoa! Oh!
Fuck are you looking at? What? Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Angry.
Sorry, for a mascot. Go eat some garbage or whatever you do.
It's the cutest little walk cycle.
Feeling is mutual.
It flounced. Wow.
Campbell? You're still out here?
Oh, you better believe it, Max. And it's given me plenty of time to think about recent developments in my life. And you know who I've realized is at the core of all my frustrations?
Quartermaster?
No, Max. It's me.
Yes!
Seriously?
Being completely
gonna
cut
say
off
you,
from other people really forces you to look inward. If I'm being frank,
Was he really
I don't think
scared for a
Campbell
moment?
is going to be able to weasel his way out of this one. And really, I don't think he deserves to. Or I deserve to? I'll be honest, it's been a while since I spoke to another person.
You're goddamn right you don't deserve to. You got yourself so deep in the shit, David and Gwen couldn't keep the camp going. They had to sell it off, and now everyone's gone.
I thought you were the cool troublemaker. Why do you suddenly care about the camp getting sold?
I don't, obviously. It's just, you know, it sucks that they had to give it to a big company like Corp Camp or whatever the fuck.
Wait a second. Do you mean Camp Corp? Son of a bitch.
You know those fossils?
Know them? I built them. I was on the ground floor of their business back when it was just Campco. We were going to be huge until they betrayed me. Cut me out right before they made it big. And added the orb.
The Campbells betrayed you? They seem like nice people to me. Obnoxiously so.
Well, of course. That's their whole brand. I built Campco for them. And then I had to build Camp Campbell without them. They never could have put up with the things I did. Incompetent counselors, insatiable campers, they would have cracked. Good God. What I wouldn't give to watch them fail.
Yeah, we were really terrible, weren't we?
All right, fine. Twist my arm. I'll do it.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Well, you got that I'm about to hatch a brilliant scheme look, so obviously we're about to form some unholy begrudging alliance here.
I mean, I had one little idea, but...
Oh, for the love of God, please just get me out of this cave!
David!
Hey, Max. Did you figure out what you want?
Yeah. I want to spend summer at Camp Campbell.
Oh.
David?
Oh, Max, I knew this day would come. I afforded everything.
Oh!
I kind of expected this day to come sooner.
Calm down, idiot. It's not like I like it here. I still don't have a Camp Campbell for me to go to.
Oh, that's right. Oh, why did the happiest day of my life also have to be the worst? Camp Corp really did take everything.
They sure did. And we're gonna make them regret it.
Regret it?
That's right. Davy?
Mr. Campbell.
Happy reunion!
What is Mr. Campbell doing here? He tried to frame me for his crimes. We can't trust him.
and I couldn't trust you to have my back. Or have you just conveniently forgotten Parents' Day?
Yeah, we're all pieces of shit, but the Campbells are the worst. They screwed over Campbell in the past, and now they've screwed us too. We've each got something to gain from working together this one time. Campbell can have his revenge on Camp Corp, and we get this stupid camp back.
A temporary partnership. Then we never have to see each other again.
If it gets the camp back, then I suppose it's fine with me. What's the plan, Max?
Somebody get me a cell phone.
Time to associate with a known felon.
Pretty sure you stole mine.
Oh, right.
Just
nice work today, Gwen. You really synergized all those workflows.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Right. But there is one thing. I noticed some discrepancies between the receipts and expense report sales turned in over the weekend. If you want, I could head down there and...
Oh, Gwen, I had no idea you were such a go-getter. Accounts payable can take care of that, don't worry.
Are you sure?
They're cooking the books.
This isn't Camp Campbell. The building's not going to burn down without you. We'll let you know if we need anything.
Werewolf of the month. Oh, yep.
Did you say something? No.
To do work, something else.
Camp Corp Accounting. Gwen speaking.
Fuck!
Wait a minute. Max?
Yeah, sorry. I bet Campbell $5 should be working in the mailroom.
You little shit. I'm better than... Wait. Campbell as in...
Yeah, it's a long story, but the punchline is that we're getting Camp Campbell back and we need your help.
I know you finally have a respectable job, Gwen, so if you don't want to get involved,
Fuck this job!
I mean, what? Fuck this job. They all need me. There's nothing to do. I get paid to just sit around and wait.
Hey now, that is a hard job to land.
Gwen, really, are you sure about this?
You're goddamn right I am. What do you need me to do?
No.
Max, I'm still not entirely sure I understand what we're doing.
We're gonna cause some patented
Exposition.
Camp Campbell chaos. I'll explain on the bus.
The bus?
Bus is here.
So he still just does that, huh?
Gentlemen, let's go to summer camp.
He still just does that?
Welcome to Magic Camp.
What's your name, buddy?
You can call me Max. Golly, it's nice to meet you.
Oh my gosh.
So you say his old camp shut down? That's right. I'll walk you through all the transfer paperwork. Then do you have an office? Preferably far from here?
Right this way?
Well.
Max? What are you doing here? This camp is supposed to be for magicians only.
Since I never had a camp activity like the rest of you, the Campbells said I could choose whatever camp I wanted. Luckily, Gwen pulled a few strings for me so I could come try them all. But to tell you the truth, I'm secretly trying to get Camp Campbell back together.
You're trying to get Camp Campbell back together? But why?
It doesn't matter why. I'm just here to get our magic kit. We're definitely gonna need one of those.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, Max, but Magic Camp is where I belong. Like a dove forcibly shoved into a jacket pocket.
Oh, well, I didn't mean you necessarily. Any magic kit will do. Have a nice life, Harrison.
Oh.
Hey, abracadabra, fellow magician friend.
Welcome, new illusionist. I hope you're ready to have your mind
That's
filled with
Lee.
awesome magic tricks.
You bet I am. Say, would you be interested in joining the camp?
Oh no. Please don't make her disappear.
Whoa, did you see that shit, Harrison? She'll fit right in.
Big deal. They can all pull rabbits out of hats. That's all we do. All day long.
Gee, I'm not sure what you're so upset about. You said you were happy here.
You can't just replace me with any magic kit at Camp Campbell, Max.
Why not? You just said you all pull rabbits out of your hats.
Well, yeah, but they're not me.
And that would make a difference because...
Because we were all friends. Oh, it seems I have freaked my own mind. So, how exactly were you going to get Camp Campbell back, Max?
I thought you'd never ask.
And I'm sure he'll be happy here. For my name definitely isn't John Radcamp, which it is on my ID badge.
What the? Harrison, I never knew you had it in you.
What did you do?
Just the kind of stuff I always did at my old camp.
Oh, dear. Looks like you counselors could use a little help.
We have to learn all of this?
That's right. As your camp counselor, I've assembled a detailed and comprehensive study guide to help teach you everything I find to be essential in running a summer camp.
27 of these pages are just campfire songs. Who on earth could memorize all of this? That would be him. Study hard, counselors. We'll keep Magic Camp closed until you send in your written exam.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that worked.
Well, Gwen supplied the ID badge, Campbell supplied the ability to lie with no remorse.
And let's not forget your military-like destabilization tactics and Davy's insufferably high standards for fun.
Aw, thanks, Mr. Campbell.
Oh, that was a moment.
What is Samboy Kidwell doing here?
Shut up, Harrison.
This is my summer camp. Fuck up your summer camp. You don't want to hear that. Just in the hash pipe. No,
What is
like
Samboy
a flashlight.
Kidwell doing here?
I didn't-
Aww.
But you didn't land right. I'm bugging. I'm like bugging. All my shit high budget.
Aww.
I'm sorry, Max, but mixed martial arts camp is exactly the kind of outlet I need to vent my violent tendencies. I can beat people up and no one cares. Watch. Ah!
Hey, that's against the rules.
Rules? Let's burn this fucker down.
That's almost everyone.
Neil and
Just two
Nikki.
names left.
You know, my favorite part is the look on all the counselors' faces when you mention the test, Davy. They're all like, whoa, what?
Well, my favorite part is seeing just how much fun you and Max are having together. You've sure helped bring out his natural talents.
I was voted worst influence at Super Guantanamo's yearbook signing party. Oh, what's wrong, kid? We've done impressive work here. You should be happy.
You've burned down so many camps.
Holy shit! Whatever you guys are doing, it's working. They're going crazy over here, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. But I'm not sure how much longer I can keep these idiots busy, so let's wrap this up quick. Hey, who's an idiot? Nancy, can you please mind your own fucking business? Just make sure the contract's ready so all of this can go off without a hitch. You got that, Campbell?
On top of it, I worked it up myself.
And I hope this goes without saying, but because you're you, no funny shit, all right? The Campbells are giving David and me control of the camp.
Oh, don't you worry. Cameron Campbell can't legally own property anyway.
And Neil.
The other thing, they're actually here.
Whoa.
Here at Camp Corp, we dislike using the phrase troublemakers.
We prefer children in need of love.
And based on your recent behavior, we'd say you two could use a lot of it.
I only bit one kid.
7 times.
And what on earth is a napalm synthesizer?
If you have to ask, you have no business running a science camp.
Children, we want to help get to the bottom
They're evil.
of this,
I love
but
it.
I'm afraid your camps aren't the only ones in trouble at the moment.
Fortunately, one of our employees volunteered to come and talk with you.
Thank goodness for that dual major in psych, am I right? Why don't you two get out of here while I chat with these little rascals? Let's get the fuck out of here. And then Nancy was like, here's an idiot. And I told her to mind her own fucking business.
Personally, that's when I would have started with the bite.
Wait. Can you go back for a second? We're getting the camp back?
Oh, yeah. And everybody's here.
Everybody?
Aww.
Hey, long time no see.
Just the minor animations and the
Started
expressions.
with a mayhem at camps. Guess I'm rubbing off on you two, huh?
Oh, look, Nikki. It's our temporary friend, Max.
Yes, the friend of ours who isn't permanent. Quite.
Come on, guys. Things are gonna go back to the way they were, I promise. I've got a plan.
Interesting. I figured you'd have moved on with your life by now.
I will also add a sarcastic remark as soon as I can think of one.
Oh, my.
David, Gwen, I hope you have an explanation for all of this.
Mr. and Mrs. Campbell, we appreciate everything you did for us and the kids, but we're not sure it's for the best anymore.
But weren't you children happy at your new camps?
Not really.
Which is why we're asking you to return Camp Campbell, so we can give our campers the summer they deserve.
Well, hold on there, Sonny. We acquired your camp because you two couldn't afford to keep it.
And that's exactly why you'll also be making a charitable donation to our cause.
Pardon, little boy?
Like David said, we appreciate all you've done for us, accepting us into your family without a second thought, but every family has problems, and we're hell-bent on being yours.
Oh, the chaos at our camps.
Chaos? That's a regular day at Camp Campbell, and now a regular day for you two.
What? You can't threaten us?
Oh, but I can, because you're friendly, cooperative, and you never turn away a child who wants to go to camp. So without Camp Campbell, we'll just be forced to re-enlist in your camps. Again, and again, and again.
You know, maybe you people don't embody the Camp Corp values after all.
How very observant. It looks to me like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Your precious values and these delightful hellraisers. Or you could just hand the camp over and sign all your problems away.
Read the contract.
My revenge is finally complete!
Johnman Radcamp, what did we ever do to you?
No, you idiots! It's me!
Whoa, no way!
What the hell did you do, Campbell?
Cameron Campbell didn't do anything. But Johnman Radcamp just acquired full control of Camp Campbell and enough money to sail away for good. That is why you always read the fine print, suckers!
Mr. Campbell!
Oh, little Cameron, you still haven't changed, have you?
Up yours, Muriel! You and Clark never believed in my ideas.
Wait, but I thought you guys betrayed Campbell.
Betrayed? Is that what he said? You were the one who pushed us away when we said your ideas would only lead to trouble.
You helped us build Camp Corp, but your greed only helped yourself at the expense of everyone around you.
I didn't need you. I did just fine before I met you, and I was fine when you were gone. I was Generic Hiking Magazine's richest outdoorsman of 1994.
Ah, fuck.
Language.
I'm sorry. I didn't go to all this trouble for Camp Campbell. I did it for you guys.
Oh,
You're my friends. And I just didn't want to admit it. Because once the time came for us to actually say goodbye, I'd have something to lose. But you know, trying to go through life all on your own seems pretty fucking stupid now.
Oh, what? Am I supposed to be the big bad example here?
We did everything we set out to do by working together and had some fun doing it. But everything fell apart only when you pushed everyone away.
Yeah, and won.
Won what exactly?
I got my life back. I'll leave this country behind and go anywhere I want. Just not Thailand or Russia.
Or Kentucky.
I don't know the bridges with North Korea.
With all that money, you could just buy some new friends who will eventually hate your guts too.
I mean...
Well...
Holy cow, is he gonna learn a lesson?
Just
Maybe.
know that I'll miss you.
It really could go either way.
And I'm sorry we couldn't be friends longer.
Man.
Don't be such a dummy, Max.
Yeah, we might never see each other again, but we'll always be friends.
Oh, also, social media is a thing.
Ah.
Okay.
Campbell's going.
How did he get... What?
That's typical.
David, your phone.
Hello?
Do you know how many money-making schemes I've started over the years?
Mr. Campbell? I don't know. I mean, does that time you asked me for $1?
It's a rhetorical question. I don't even know.
All these years, I've prided myself on always having a new business, a new way to make millions. They never got me whatever it was I was looking for, because I always wanted more. The only venture I haven't tried is a new me. My blinker is on, you son of a bitch!
I really don't think Cameron Campbell deserves to weasel his way out of this one. So, you take good care of those
What the fuck just happened?
Hey, no human shields!
Space Kid's an inanimate object at best.
Don't forget expendable.
Now, kids, play nice.
We will never conform to the man!
Max. Glad to see you having fun. Don't push it.
Aw.
Whoa.
Wow.
Things are just about.
Oh, we ask us that they never
Yeah,
come back.
it's almost perfect.
What the hell are we doing here? You two said we were going to the park!
What the hell is going on?
Hi, sweetie. We understand you all have been through a lot over the past few days. We heard all about it in Mr. Campbell's detailed confession, which he told us willingly after turning himself in. We've realized he isn't quite the criminal mastermind we once thought he was. Really, he's just kind of an idiot. An idiot that could still do some good in the Sleepy Peak region.
Oh,
The
no.
kind of good you get after several thousand hours of community service.
Oh no.
But is jail still an option? Seriously, how can you honestly expect me to run this camp again?
I think you're misunderstanding. You're going to be taking orders from him.
Perfect. Welcome to camp, asshole.
Dear summertime.
And that's our season 4.
Life was like a VCR with tape rewind. Repeat the month of June back to back.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Wonderful.
Friends on either side of me to live reliably.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Oh, that was great.
Oh.
And it was touching without being like emotionally devastating.
Ryan, Agents Miller, Ryan. Save the kids, girl. Oh, the trench coat guy was Matt.
Never did find my parents.
Aw.
Magic Camper League.
Yeah.
Yep. That was wonderful. Oh, I'm so happy.
Wow. Just.
I thought this was gonna ruin me like the end of last season.
We're like, oh no, and now we're like, oh yes.
Oh yay!
He's not the hardened criminal we thought he was. He's just kind of an idiot. Several thousand hours of community. Oh my
leg
god.
brace now.
Oh my
Or the little
god.
what's it called? The ankle bracelet.
transponder.
Yeah.
He'll be taking orders from him.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Shit. There's a song called Technically That's a Hook. I love it. I've forgotten that was
By the
first
way, if none of you have seen Richie Branson live, you
He's
should.
incredible.
He's great.
Oh man.
He performed as the opening act for the Jeff Williams concert at RTX this past year. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous.
Sophie!
Yay!
Adam and Adam. Bless.
Do you think
I don't
post credits?
I don't think so. I don't think Camp Camp doesn't really do those, does it?
I don't think so.
And I mean, we ended that on a pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way we're not getting season 4
I
at
hope
this
so.
point. They
Well,
haven't.
like-
They haven't come out and said we're doing season 4, but they've absolutely been like, here's our premise for season 4.
They wrapped up a lot of like emotional beats though.
Mhm.
So
Now that doesn't mean you can't keep going.
no, of course. I would love to see it keep going.
I mean, pull Phineas and Ferb and have like 500 days of summer.
It's 104 days
Of summer vacation, depending on the year in the district. I know that's not the lyrics and I don't care. But that just
summer
Cameron
vacation.
Campbell is not a character you can get rid of entirely. So it's just like, well, he's going back to Super Guantanamo. No, he's not.
I never expected him to just turn himself in though. That's so
No,
good.
That was definitely a moment. Just like, well, that's typical. I
And
haven't
I'm-
tried a new me.
I'm really glad. He's always been terrible too, but I'm really glad that
He's
they
always
didn't.
been fun.
Yeah, I'm really glad that they didn't go full villain, because when we weren't completely sure about the circumstances behind Jasper's death, like we were like,
did a child get murdered?
Part of me thought Cameron Campbell might have been a murderer, and then, you know, fast forward to him getting carted away, I was like, if he's a murderer, what's to stop him from coming back and murdering Davy as revenge? But like, it's nice to know that he's terrible, but he's never been that terrible.
Yeah. No. He's a bad person, but he's not horrifying. He's not a serial killer.
You know me jumping to the murder conclusion, or the horror movie villain conclusion.
We've also been trained by Ruby in which child murder has occurred.
Yeah.
So, like, we've had main character death, and our main characters are teenagers, and we've had some very explicit, like, there was a child and they died, and did you do it? And no answer.
Who's to say? It sounds like you did it.
I mean, between Cameron Campbell and Raven Bronwyn, I'm kind of going with Cameron Campbell.
Because at least you know he's a swindler.
Yeah!
She'll light you on fire.
He, at least, does not seem to have directly committed child murder, and therefore, better! Also, villain of a comedy series versus villain of an action drama.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
exactly. Neither here nor there. But this was great, especially seeing Max's character growth. And I know we talked about this in previous episodes, but it's nice seeing him grow and develop as a human being. He's still got a lot of issues, but like it's nice seeing when he knows. He's a lot better about acknowledging when he fucks up. That seems to be kind of like a recurring thing this season. Like in the episode where Nikki thought she was dying, like he acknowledged, like, shoot, I'm being the asshole here, and we see that sort of same, which is interesting because we've had lots of complaints about like, it really sucks when a character has to learn the same lesson over and over again in an episodic series. But it never feels like he's learning the same lesson over and over again.
We don't necessarily, we haven't, again, we talked about this at the beginning of the video, we have enough negative continuity to be able to kind of, the very large comedic things that we can't explain away, because again, active volcano, but...
well, times.
Yeah. But we don't have enough negative, the negative continuity does not apply to lessons learned and character development. I accidentally just hit the cat in the face when I was going to pet her. That didn't work. Sorry.
You're a monster!
Yes, I'm a monster with terrible aim. Sorry, Winter. She was like, fuck you, I'm gonna let Megan pet me.
She loves me more now.
She'll love me more when I give her dinner in 10 minutes.
Thereabouts, yeah. You're not incorrect in that assessment.
I mean, tell me I'm wrong. So yeah, it's the character development is not part of the negative continuity, and that helps. And I do love that you can't replace me. We were friends.
Oh, I just freaked my own mind.
I did want to see more of a D&D nerd camp.
That would have been
I
great.
really just, I did, yes, thank you. I'm like, your battery's running low. And I'm like, I know, we just watched like 45 minutes of cartoons. Yeah, no, I would have loved to have seen a little more of the different camps for everyone just to kind of see how things are, but I did.
That would have taken forever, given how much time we spent at Magic Camp.
Nope, we just montaged it. But I love it. I love it.
Great.
Enough people for a raid party. Oh, you just bring these guys. They're genre savvy for other things, but let's be real. Nikki is either a ranger or a barbarian. Possibly both. No, Nikki's a druid.
I don't know.
Wild shapes, communing with nature, speak to animals, survives
Yes.
in the woods. Nikki's a druid.
Yep.
She might level in barbarian here and there. Nikki's a druid.
That all checks out.
Preston's a bard.
Absolutely.
I would also say that Erin is a bard.
She definitely has a high charisma score.
Extremely high charisma. And you can just be like, and then I did this cool thing. And part of you don't necessarily have to do music to be a bard. There's storytelling as well.
Love the idea of them all playing D&D. Like, just like them rolling the dice. And then I said, hey. And then you succeed because you rolled a natural 20.
She rolled a nat 20.
And she's just the entire time.
Charisma check.
Every time she's just rolling natural 20s. Cool.
I would love, and I know they'll never do this, but I would love for a panel for RTX next year, an in-character D&D session for Camp Camp.
I mean,
So who's DMing? Would Neris DM because she knows the rules, or would she want to be the hero of a new story?
I feel like that one could go either way. I also feel like nobody else has the chops to be a DM.
I feel like David would try.
David would try.
They could co-DM.
Preston probably feels like he has enough storytelling prowess. I just don't know if it's the medium
Preston
he would
needs
like.
to be able to improvise like crazy, and I think he'd get a little too upset by that, trying to DM.
He loves improv, though.
He does, but he was also still trying to control the improv, like, no, do this, yes, try this. So there's a difference between stage improv and being a DM improv, and being a DM improv is a lot more herding cats than stage improv. Just generally speaking. Because stage improv is like, we're all working towards the same goal, we're all trying to do the same thing, and DM improv is like, what the fuck did you just do? I didn't have anything written for this. We do that to our DM all the time.
Sorry, Matt.
Sorry. Well, our party, Vox Machina has doors, we have Dwarven secretaries. Every time he puts a Dwarven secretary in front of us, we can't get past him. We can't. It's terrible.
My old arch nemesis.
Secretary.
Tabitha.
Fucking Tabitha, I swear to God.
But no, this to get back, jump back off the rails, drove back onto the rails after having gone off the rails. This was great.
I don't know what all their D&D would be.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Please send us your fan art, because that sounds delightful.
Fan art theory is like, Nerf is a barbarian.
Of course.
Obviously.
Of course.
He's either a barbarian or he's a warlock, because warlocks are basically, you have magic powers and you use them to punch people.
That sounds pretty metal, actually. But yeah, no, long story short, this was a great...
This was wonderful.
This was a great finale. And so different from the previous two.
Yeah.
And again, it's nice that they hit those emotional beats without being, I think, as dark and dour as the last two finales got.
The cat has forgiven me.
Oh. She clearly loves you more again.
Yay!
But yeah, because the ending of seasons 1 and 2 got very, very emotional.
Yeah.
And this one hit a lot of emotional beats without making me want to without crushing my soul.
I mean, it was centered on Max, but it wasn't like, here's the sad thing. Because, yeah, no, Max not having a camp activity because his parents did not give a fuck was bad. Just, painful. But yeah, no, and using this to their advantage and having someone on the inside like, oh, Gwen, like they really did try. And you know, it was done out of a place of, this is good, and we're trying, and we're doing our best. But yeah, sometimes an office job is just hurry up and wait. And when you're used to continually putting out fires, that can be rough.
Well, and again, having had nothing to work with, like having to still come up with camp activities and put out literal fires, as you said, and make sure everyone is taken care of with a literal non-existent budget. Yeah, Gwen is working her butt off most of the day.
Obviously doesn't get paid enough for her work, but
clearly,
what millennial does.
But then, you know, you move over to office work where it is a lot more structured, and depending on the nature of where you're at, like very segmented in terms of who does what, as opposed to having to do everything because there are only two of you.
The building's not going to burn down if you don't take care of it, and it's just like, no, you don't understand. Give me something to do. And there are some days where that's just kind of a thing. It's like, all right, I'm here. My to-do list has 3 things on it. They're all 5-minute tasks.
I kind of miss the days when, because like I've had summer jobs and stuff like that where you only had a couple things and then you were basically done for the day. But like as an adult, I'm like, man, I miss those jobs. I miss those do nothing jobs because I'm exhausted all the time now.
For me, that is, I occasionally have, because my my particular job is very customer facing, and so there are some days that have more things to do than others. And it's like, well, there's always stuff you can work on. It's like, yeah, but sometimes you just have days that are like, it's only 9:30. It feels like I've been here for forever. Okay. So that can be...
It's been 84 years.
If you're used to being up and about and herding cats and being creative and just kind of doing your damn best, and you hit a complete stop. Because I feel like if they'd had things for her to do, if they'd had a role for her, then that would have been fine. But it's just like, well, we've created a job for you, and here's a couple of just kind of throwaway tasks that probably anyone else in this department could do, but we've created a job for you, and here's your stuff. Here's your bone.
I mean, she's doing her job, and by doing her job and pointing out discrepancies when she sees them, and then being told, don't worry about it. It's like, oh.
Accounts payable will take care of that.
And she's
I
like,
had a stroke. That's a Simpsons joke. That's not me making fun of stroke victims. That's a Simpsons joke.
Why do you talk like that? Anywho, but yeah, this, so yeah, you totally feel for her in that moment of like, oh, just the adjusting her little stapler and...
and Max not wanting to leave.
Yeah.
Just like, just admit that you miss everybody.
Oh.
Come on.
But
like, no, hey, everything's fine. No, you learned this. You need to apologize, and even that does not absolve you of the consequences.
We were temporary friends at best.
You live in the world of social media, and you've stolen David's phone. Like, you can stay in contact.
Yeah.
There's ways to do that. Not that I recommend 12-year-old, 10-year-olds, young children being on social media, but letters... Cats.
Now, I have an 11-year-old cousin who's
phone calls,
who has an Instagram account, and I'm like, not a choice I would have made, but okay.
Nope.
Love you guys, but
yeah, no.
But,
that cousin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense now.
Again, not a choice I would have made.
The most inside of jokes, but
not a choice I would have made. But I'm not a parent, so
yeah.
What do I know?
So yeah, so they're in the age of technology, and Neil is very obviously very proficient. So it's not like they won't keep in contact.
Well, the whole thing about it though is Max, as he pointed out, like having something to lose. Mm-hmm. It's like if I do the Cameron Campbell thing, and this again, I like the parallels that they've been making all season about how alike Cameron Campbell and Max are.
Oh yeah.
If I push everyone away, then I've got nothing to lose, and
then I wind up like him. And even like Dolph pointing that out, like, yeah, I've seen where this road leads, and it leads to that.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's a specific example. Then you ran into him. I was not expecting him to do just the framing with the, I know who's at the center of all my problems, and I'm sitting here going, well, it's you, but you're not gonna, oh shit, he just did.
He did. Again, I thought for a moment, I was like, oh gosh, are we gonna get murder?
Are we gonna hit the child murder? It's kind of sad that you look, this is the second Rooster Teeth property of, is that child gonna die? In Ruby, the answer is, yep. And in Camp Camp, the answer is your name Jasper?
Technically 3, if you're counting this season of Red versus Blue, because of one character's backstory.
That's backstory though. That's not an on-screen.
And that's not a murder too. That was an accident.
That wasn't an on-screen named character. That's different. As different. But it's still just kind of like,
oh boy. Anywho.
All right.
Anywho, this was great. It was wonderful. I can't wait for more. I hope we get more.
I will be very surprised if we do not. I will just be fucking gobsmacked if we don't get season 4 of Camp Camp next year.
And if you guys want to hear us talk more about this, be sure to tune in to Rooster Teeth Reviews on AfterBuzz on Wednesday nights
at 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
We just finished Red vs. Blue. We're going to do the last couple episodes of Camp Camp, and then we're going into Nomad.
Yeah, we are.
Woo! I'm so excited for that to be back on position.
I mean, I'm sad Camp Camp is done, but if it means getting Nomad back, I'm like, oh, you've taken the pain away, and then maybe gave me more pain? I don't know.
Nomad was in March.
Has it been that long?
That's when it premiered, was beginning of March.
Gosh.
So it ran through March and half of April. And then...
yeah, it has been too long.
It's been a hiatus.
Oh.
So then we're gonna get that, and then Ruby is back in October, and then Genlock is in January.
Oh guys, I'm so excited.
Trying to figure out if Ruby will finish before Genlock, or if it's gonna be one of those like Ruby, like I doubt we'll have overlap.
I would imagine a little bit.
Oh, I would imagine that for Ruby it would be because we don't
end of
have
October, November, December. So that's 2 months worth of shows.
but we don't know when in January, and we don't know how many episodes we're getting.
We don't.
Because Ruby, we're also getting fewer episodes but longer.
Yeah.
So it could be
last year there
12,
were
14
13
episodes.
Last year there were 13 episodes. So if it does start at the end of October, it probably runs through the end of December, maybe beginning of January.
I would not be surprised if it runs through January and then we get Genlock at the end of January. For some reason, they're like, January 2019, and my brain immediately went, all right, so like the 29th. I don't know why, I just immediately went,
That's your brain taking 2019 and taking out the two middle
maybe,
numbers
but my brain's
and squishing
like,
it together.
It's gonna be like the 20-somethingth. I will be very surprised if we get Genlock at the beginning of January. I'm betting on end.
We'll see.
Regardless, this was wonderful. I had a lovely time. Yes.
Can't wait for more.
Yes. Anyway.
I'm Megan. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the Menguin. That's TheMenguin. Do you
That's
love
Winter.
me?
She wants food.
Do you love me more again?
Winter,
come here.
Come on. No, she's like, it's in stereo.
Oh no, she loves you more.
There's more room on this side of the couch right now. Come here. Also, it's her dinner time, so she's like, excuse you, what are you doing?
It's okay.
Anyway, I'm Katie. You can follow me all over the social medias and on Twitch at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. If you like horror stuff and you like us watching and talking about horror stuff, you want to head over to Silver Screams on YouTube and Silver_Screams on the social medias. We talk about horror there. It's a thing. We probably should sit down and, oh, there she goes.
We'll definitely
Bloodfest.
We'll definitely talk about Bloodfest soon.
Which is coming out on the 14th as a Fathom event and is a lot of fun, actually.
At Universal City Walk. Inside
She had a really good interview with the Bloodfest cast, which you can see on the AfterBuzz TV animation channel because that's where all of our RTX coverage is, and there is a lot of it. We talk to so many people, so wander on over there. It'll be super fun. Yes, if you want to keep up with updates on this channel, I put them on Patreon, and it is free to make a Patreon account and free to follow a Patreon account, so I highly recommend doing the thing because when I put up news posts, that is where they live, and that is where the updates are. If you want to support the channel, you can also subscribe to that Patreon. It gets you early access to videos, it gets you Steven Universe reactions, it gets your name in the credits, all sorts of fun stuff. Yeah, I know it's dinner time. Can you give me a minute? I'm on the outro.
Kitty.
Maybe?
Kitty.
No, she's just staring at us like, the fuck are you doing? Anyway, if you just want to throw a couple bucks our way, we have a Ko-fi. If you want to commission us, we do commissions. We don't do, you should watch a thing. We do commissions. And if you come in the comments and say, you should watch a thing, I will tell you that we do commissions. And if you get salty about that, it's your own damn fault. I've had a couple of those, can you tell? How dare you ask for money?
Commissions are here. Well, no, I'm not going to pay for it. Not putting anyone specifically on blast, except for the individual
they know
who did that.
Who they are. Oh no, we've had more than one.
I know.
They know who they are. And if anyone is really curious, they can go dig through every video on the channel. You don't need to do that.
Don't.
You don't need to.
Don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time with those. They are funny, but it's not worth the time investment because they're also not recent.
No, it's fine.
But anyway, commissions are absolutely a thing. And supporting our sponsor supports us, so head over to fredsbs.com, fredsbs.com, and use coupon code KIACookies for 20% off of your entire order. God damn, that jam was amazing.
Get yourself
and those cookies were just get things. They're
some
good.
Jam for your jam buds.
Get all of those wonderful
all
things.
Of those
there.
Things.
Come on and slam and buy yourself some jam.
Which is the best.
Whoever put that in our comments a few videos back, we fucking love you. And then I told Fred about it, and he said that's the single best review he's ever gotten.
Now, what someone needs to do is to take the rest of the lyrics from Space Jam and just turn it into an extended Fred Spears
theme song.
Commercial.
Yes.
And buy yourself some jam. It's the best thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
So yeah, do the thing, obtain the stuff, support the channel, all those wonderful things. If you like this, if you want to see more, if you want to stick around for all the crazy stuff that Nomad's coming back, you guys. It's gonna hurt all our hearts, but it's coming back. Yes, that. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for reasons that are as yet undefined by YouTube, but it's there for a reason, and we're all a little Pavlovian at this point. And yeah, it helps out the channel, supposedly. So, like, subscribe, ding.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you for Nomad.
Bye-bye.
This fucking show.
I was gonna say, I don't have anything clever to say.
I don't either. I just love this fucking show.
I do too.